Well, it's happened. Silver has closed the month technically above 31 US dollars. Does that mean October will be Uptober? What are my thoughts on all of this? Of course, we'll do the regular gold, silver, platinum price analysis. We might do a chart request or two. You never know. Anything can happen here at Good Morning Stackers, your week daily live show with me, Joe Main. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below. But if you're watching live, of course, you get to enjoy every single thing we do here, including what we call the Synchronised Slurp. That's where you grab a tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them together within the first 1 minute of the show. Are you ready? Geez, I got through all that really early. Here we go. In 3, 2-ish, 1-ish. Slurp it. Go. Oh, my. Who am I? I'm Joe Main. I've worked in the precious metals industry here in Australia for 11 years through over 3 major bullion dealers. Now I do this show every single weekday morning just for you. Hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. I'm going to adjust this camera. There we go. That's a little bit better. The live stream, the beginning of the live stream yesterday just cut off for some reason. Have no idea why. I didn't get to talk about my fancy new haircut. I didn't get to do all those little in-between things. We just got to maybe just the synchronized slurp at the very beginning. So I don't know why that happened. Hopefully it doesn't do it today. But of course, in the first minutes of the show, we talk about, of course, well, I mentioned my brand partners, Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au for physical bullion, and WealthStack, wealthstack.com as an unallocated gold program. You may or may not hear a little bit more about them later on in the show, but we do the shout outs, and we're talking about, yes, silver did technically hit above 31 USD, my final hurdle. Anyway, let's go. It's a beautiful day-ish. It's a little bit overcast outside. I'm dealing with the lighting, but that's always the way here until I get a proper studio. Maybe we'll do that one day. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's do some shout-outs. Mark, Florida man. GMS. Florida man, how are people going on? I know it didn't happen on your side, but how are people faring on the other side of the state? Is everything going okay over there? I know there's been a lot of damage, etc. Tell us how it's all going over there. GMS, y'all have to catch the replay working late tonight. CT, I love that you come in and then you go. That's fine. Love it. Have a good night, CT. GMS, nope, not even going to try it. Nah, you just tell me what that one is, Lance. I've no idea what that particular language is. Tell me right now, please. That'll be lovely. GMS, Tony Peterson. Chat Mum is in the house. Look at that cowlick going on there. This new haircut. There we go. That's a bit better. Great to see you, Tony. You went in yesterday, and that's okay. Synchronized Slurp. Good morning, Stackers! Exclamation point from the Don. Great to see you. Morning, Joe. Morning, Jason. Jason. Let's see. Has someone done... Is that what I think it is? Oh, how did you do that? You did a good morning, Stackers, in highlighted. That's pretty cool. Fantastic. Yeah, that's coming through, so I can get rid of that, so I don't need to see my face on repeat. Good morning, chat fam, says Tony Peterson. And Lance says, oh, it's in Korean. Fantastic. I was absolutely not going to try and pronounce that. Now, please, for me, do me a favor. Hit the like button for me. And of course, if you're joining me new, this damn thing right here, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. You are watching this from... I'm coming from live down from Melbourne in Australia, down under. You're watching this from anywhere else where you are in the world. 706 subscribers. As I said a couple of videos ago, it went through the roof in terms of comparing to my normal video views, and I got like 43 new subscribers in like 2 videos, which is crazy. So welcome to all the new subscribers. That's better. What's going on with that? There we go. Welcome all to the new subscribers, and hit the big red subscribe button to join the family. If you're watching from Reddit, Wall Street Silver or Silver DJing Club, if you're watching from the Gold and Silver Stackers Australia forum, from Savvy Investors, from just you finding me randomly on the internet. Great to see you all. Reports all over the board, okay? Up in the Bend area of Florida, okay, there was heartbreaking destruction. That's awful. But they will recover. Yes. recovery will happen. It always does. And yes, 706 subs. I don't get political. I try not to get too political on this channel. By the way, I will be getting political on the private membership program, which is, I promise, is coming really soon. It's going to be extra content plus crazy discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, that only you have access to as a private member of my little community, which I'll be making. This will always be free, so don't worry, but I'll get spicy and political over there and lots of other kind of content. But just quickly, yes, he's from that state and he lives in that state, but really would it be hard for the other person, the incumbent party, to visit the area? Do you think that's really hard to do? A big emergency, you just drop everything you're doing, you drop the rally that you were going to do, and you go there because that's what you do. Anyway, but who was there? That's all I'll leave it at. Dang, sorry to hear that, Mark. Yes, that's from in his state of Florida. Man. All right, people. Let's do it. It happened. Silver did close the month above 31 US dollars. So we need to take a look at that and take a look at what I've been saying and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do the silver. We'll do silver first, then gold, platinum, maybe the gold to silver ratio, and then get your chart requests in as well. For anything that I haven't looked at previously, I love to do live requests. Okay, but we're going to share the screen. That means share the screen. Here is silver on the, this is the quarterly time frame. I'll take you back to the monthly. On the monthly time frame, priced in US dollars, $31.19 US cents. We have technically closed. Wow. Okay, we have technically closed above 31. Now, what I've been saying is I really did want to see it. I didn't want to see it close at, definitely not below or at 31. I wanted to see it above 31, closing any month above 31. I did say that I wanted to see it decently above 31, but look, it's of course what happens, right? Naturally, right, in September, it spikes all the way to $32.60, and we're going, all right, this is looking great. And I think yesterday or the day before yesterday or last week, I said, yeah, and someone else popped a good comment in, which, yeah, just watch Mr. Slammy. They'll slam it down below, excuse me, below 31. And I was saying, look, as long as we close decently above here, I'm really, really confident. 31, above 31.70 would have been preferable because of this spike right here. But lo and behold, the simulation loves to just get it down to the very wire, and it just did it. So $31, technically it closed on this particular index at, where's the close? That's not the high, that's no, that's the high, the close, $31.14. Okay, so just a pip above, but I do have to say, technically it has cleared above. So yeah, this is really putting me in a precarious position. Here's the positives and here's the, I guess, the negatives, if you want to call it that. On the positive side, take a look at this. This is the first time since January of 2013. Take a look all the way over here. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Hang on a second. My head's in the way, so no, that's fine. Great. There you go. Right here, January of 2013, we closed the month above that $31 level. And why, just out of interest, why is this a key level for me? If I just remove this for a second, let me remove that final hurdle line, and then you'll see the 1980s to 1990s Fibonacci level. A lot of you have seen it. This is for the new subscribers and just as a refresher, okay? This goes through, sorry, this doesn't even go through there. That goes through here. There we go. Get my head out the way, even though you love seeing my big old head. Let's see, excuse me, $48, $50, call it, right? 1980, that's the level that I took the high from. This is the level I took the low from, the zero right there. At the lows of the 1990s, it has most definitely over a long period of time using the logarithmic chart, it has very much stuck with these Fibonacci lines all the way through to the peak of 2011. Okay, still through. So look at that. Fibonacci, 2008, Black Swan, which we didn't know was going to happen. Well, most people didn't know, right? Something we didn't expect. I think if this didn't occur, you wouldn't have seen this fall below this 0.236 Fibonacci line. It would have maybe found support here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, resistance there. Resistance at the previous all-time high. It was a double top. And then after the double top, what did we find? What did we find? We found support at, it failed to break below and close below 26 US dollars. It was the huge line in the sand forever and ever and a day. When it peaked in here and then it went back down here, we're like, it'll never go below 26. 1, 2, 3 times. Then it made this move back above 31 US dollars right there. That's that 0.618, right? So it's the 0.618 Fibonacci, 31 is from the old highs of the 80s and the old lows of the 1990s. Okay, so it's a key Fibonacci level. Here's the 26 though, failure to break, move back up, closed above 31 US dollars, a few months above it, and then January. And then February, and it got taken out 26. And as I've said a few times before, April of 2013 is when I started working at my first bullion dealer, and it happened to be on the weekend that silver finally went through 26 US dollars, right? So Monday morning, my very first day in the gold and silver retail industry, like fledgling, you know, I've been stacking for a few years, but I'm working in the industry. Bang, line out the door. It was absolute trial by fire. Anyway, that was at Goldstackers, goldstackers.com.au. Go to them. They're cool too. Kunal is still the manager there, and I trained him up when he first joined. Let's see, and then Fibonacci. Okay, and then this was a key Fibonacci level at that 0.236, that $14 level. What do you know? Oh, resistance at the 0.385 at the $20.50 level right there. Oh, resistance. Oh, support. Right, and then the thing that happened in March of 2020, which was a very quick spike. If that hadn't have happened, you could erase all of that, and clearly you could have said very likely this would have remained as support, or you may not have even gone back down to there. Back above, right? Here's the 26. Cool. 26, failure to hold for more than, say, a month. 26, failure to hold them for more than a month. 26, failure to hold them more than a month. Breakdown, failure to break above it. Finally, in just this year, I don't have this drawn in. I'm just harping on this because it is important for you to see. That's not going to be it, and I think that will be, yes, it is. There you go. Finally, we broke out of it. Once we broke, and once we held for a few months above $26 right there, that told me we are 99% in a bull market. Got it? That told me 99% in a bull market. And I have been saying what would make me 100% in a bull market is when we close any month above 31 US dollars, and we have technically done it. Okay, and it's the first time we've done it since January of 2013. So look, it's looking positive. I think definitely, look, I have to say, I've got to say we are 100%. I have to stick with my technicals. I got to stick with my thing. So if I end up being wrong, it is what it is, and I'll take it on the chin. Technically, we have closed above 31 US dollars. I would prefer to have seen it decently above, but we did close above. Okay, so technically, hey, we are 100% in a bull market now. 99% already there, 100% there. Okay, and I will stick with that. Stick with my guns, and I could be wrong. Of course, we can't take into account black swan events, and we can't take into account massive market manipulation, which, Mr. Slammies want to do at times. Okay, but we're above it, and that's really good to see. Doesn't mean, though, that we can't go down further. So we've got to talk about could October be Uptober? Let's go to the quarterly time frame now. So on the quarterly time frame, have a look as well. This is the first time on the quarterly time frame. Each candle here is 3 months worth, and we've just opened a new quarter. I'll get rid of, yeah, no, you can see that. Great. We have not closed any quarter above. It's so close though. It's 14 cents. Oh, I'm so low. I'm so tempted to just say it's at. It's kind of acting as a resistance. Technically, we're above it, so I will say we are above it. I know you can see me wrestling. The first time we've closed above 31 since July of 2012. Well, not July of 2012. No, in the quarter of July of 2012. Okay, so these are quarterly candles. So the July 2012 quarter is the first time we've closed above it. Technically, we have closed above it. Okay, so that's looking quite positive. Now, as I said, it doesn't mean we can't go down. Okay, what I want you to watch out for is the area of 28 US dollars. Why? Because that's the top end of my best buy zone. I have been saying, let me pop in my best buy zone. Where are you? There you are, mate. Right there. I'm going to bring you out just a little bit. Okay, just because this is on the quarterly, and you can see that best buy zone. That's where I really want it to hold. I preferably really want it to hold 29, but I'll take 28 as an absolute stretch. Okay, so could October be Uptober? Absolutely. Yeah, it could certainly be. You could certainly see this ramp up in October. But if we don't, I just really need to hold the 28 level. Okay, if October's a downward month, gee, I would see for me, no. I'm not going to say 28. See this, I do a lot of this on the fly, don't I? I'm going to say it's going to have to be my back in business line. I really think it is. Give me 1 second. Where's my back in business line? Right there. No, sorry, gang. I'm not making it 28. I disagree with myself. It is 29 US dollars. For me, it needs to hold 29, okay? In order for me to say that the next quarter could be a green quarter, okay? You really don't want to spike anywhere below that level of $29. So on the quarterly time frame, okay? So now we're not talking about October, okay? I don't know about October. Could October be October? Yeah, quite possibly. But what would negate it? Let me go back. What would negate for me October being Uptober? I would say closing any week below. All right, let's do this. Will October be Uptober? It will not be if it closes a week below $29.80. And do you remember $29.80? Do you remember we talked about $29.80 many, many moons ago? Right here. It was on the monthly time frame. That's that spike right there. If you start closing any week below, so I might have to get rid of my back in business line for now. If we start closing any week below $29.80 right there, then October won't be Uptober. Okay, you can have a spike all the way down in the first 1 week, the first 2 weeks, maybe of October. Okay, you can have a spike down to there. What do we say about spikes? They're just spikes. It depends on where it closes. And, a lot of the time you get faked out and then, things can go in the opposite direction. As long as we stay above $29.80 on a close of the week, I would say October. It could be Uptober, okay? But closing below there, no go. But here's the back in business line of 29, and we're going to talk about the next quarter, so all the way up until the end of the year, okay? I would suggest, no, actually, I'm going to leave it at $29.80. Nope, I am going to do that. So I'm going to get rid of that. And again, people, you can see I really do this on the fly. Best buy zone, I'll get rid of that. And I'll keep it on that. Thank you for your patience. My back in business line is invalid for the moment. Okay, it is here. $29.80 is new line in sand. There you go. It is no longer the back in business line. If you want to see October become Uptober, Okay, you don't want to see it, really don't even really want to see it spike below, but you don't want to see it close any week below $29.80. Similarly, if you want to see this quarter be an up quarter, okay, it's fine if October is a downward month. That's fine. Don't forget, this is the quarterly candle right here. So this is a spike. A spike down could mean down in October, but as long as, you know, November and December are green, then you could finish the quarter above, okay? So that's my new call. My new line in the sand is $29.80. As you know, I'd had that drawn in for quite a while. And it had been, if you go back to previous videos, I'd had this resistance line, $29.80 for a while because of that spike right there. That's my new line in the sand, people, $29.80. So what else do you need to know? Yeah, same thing. Closing below there would mean, I say closing any week below 29.80 would likely mean a test of 28. And if we get a test of 28, I'm much more likely to believe that 28 would be taken out this time and we'd head down to 26. Okay? Does that mean that we are not 100% in a bull market? No. No, it doesn't for me, because we've closed that month, and I will stick with it. I'll stick with my guns because we have closed that month above 31. You can have a move down all the way to 26 if you like. You could just see that as a retest of this downtrend line. Okay, so I'm 100% bullish for silver, and I have to remain so because technically we did close above it. I would love to have seen $30 to $31.50, $31.30 even. Okay, but I've got to stick with my guns. So tell me, people, what do you think about that? I'll get your quick comments below. What do you think? Is it October for silver? And we'll take a look at gold, because gold's playing at a little bit of a different pattern. Let's see. Tony Pearson says, as a woman, I just want a cup and handle. Yeah, massive cup and handle there. October, says Tony Pearson. Now, Tony Pearson believes it's October because of the BRICS nations meeting. I believe that is Tony. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the BRICS nations meeting, we'll talk about that when it happens, what the outcome is, but Tony believes it's October. Okay. Desi says, I honestly thought it would end the month under 31 in the last hour. I think, yes, Desi, I think you were the one that said, you know, Mr. Slammy will do its thing. It nearly did it. It's that 14 cents. It's like, come on, guys, could you have done it just a little bit higher for me to be? If it was 31.50, I wouldn't even be saying this. Oh, I have to think about it, blah blah. I'd just be like, no, go. It's just right on that border. Of course, GMS says, Knackers O'Reilly, great to see you. We've had a chart request. Okay, I'll take a look at that very, very soon. And Tony Pearson is sticking with 48 Australian dollars in October for silver. Okay, all right. We'll see. Cup and handle. Well, it's a massive cup and handle. It definitely is on that longer term time frame. Absolutely. Ray is a bit late. That's okay. Great to see you. As I said, as a woman, I just want my prediction to be right. We all want. I'm not a woman, am I? No. What is a woman? I'm not a woman. But we all want our predictions to be right, don't we? And Ray says, I think we all do, Tony. Tony Pearson says, we should do a coming world predictions woo-woo stream. Great idea. Give me 1 second. Tony, because if I don't write this down, I will forget it. And before I forget it, I will make a quick mention in just a moment. I've got my draft folder. Give me a second. Show ideas, noodling. Oh yeah, I want to talk about noodling. Show ideas, coming world event prediction show. Thank you, Tony, for that. Asks Tony. Great. While I can see my emails, I'll make a quick announcement. The Yankee stacking interview is happening. We have set a date. It will be happening. It's going to be an Ask Yankee, like Ask Yankee anything kind of thing. So we'll just have a bit of a chat. I'll chat to him. He'll chat to me. You can ask him some questions. However, it's not happening until November. Okay, so just bear that in mind. It's going to be November the... which November, the Yankee stacking interview. For us, it's going to be November the 8th, I believe. Let me double check. Friday, November the 8th. Put it in your calendars, people. The Yankee stacking interview. It'll be an Ask Yankee Anything thing. So that'll be great. As if you don't know who Yankee stacking is, 170,000 subscribers on YouTube. You all know him. You all love him. Does great live shows, etc. Yankee, it turns out, remembers me from Bullion Now days when I was making all those videos. So, and he was just, I don't know if he was even doing his channel back then, or maybe just start. So fledgling YouTuber back then, you know, we're talking 2019, 2020, when, you know, I first started with, well, 2019, I started with Bullion Now. So that's, you know, 5 years ago now. So remember me there. He jumped on a live chat just recently. Someone, Mark Florida, sent him a message saying, hey, check out this guy. And then jumped on the channel going, hey, I remember you from Bullion Now. And I go, hey, man, how you going? Let's chat. So we've locked in the date, November the 8th, for us on the Friday morning. Now, I felt it in my waters way back when we made that bet for $48. That's right. So Knackers believes it could be a late October. Okay. And Tony concurs with Knackers and looking forward to the Yankee collab. Yeah, I will. I am too. It's going to be great. So finally, just to end on the silver thing, and I'll just share the screen one more time. So many people believe here that, so this is on the monthly time frame. Okay, look, where are we? What I always have to caution you out for is watch out for the fake outs. Okay, the starts of big time frames, particularly, it happens on every single time frame. Minutes, every single start of a time frame, minutes, 5 minute, 15, hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly, you can have the fake outs where it goes in one direction and then it goes in the other. Okay, so hey, we could rocket up here. It could October could be starting from now. A lot of people, you believe, that's okay. I'm not sure. I'm going to stay on the fence. Okay, so that's my answer, I guess. Is it going to be October? Honestly, I'm sorry to be that fence sitting guy. I honestly don't know. If we had have closed at about 31.50, 31.60, 31.70, I would have said, yeah, October for sure. We've just closed above that $31 level. It's almost acting like it's a resistance level. Oh. Okay, so that's why I'll just remain 50-50 for, is it going to be October? But I will stick with, we are 100% in a bull market now. We can see reversals and retraces, okay, retracements, all right? But while we're above the $26 level, right, while we've closed any month above that $26 level, I am 99% in a bull market. So, right, I was 99% after 26. I'm 100% now. And if we go back down in here, I'll just say we're still 99%. Okay, so it's looking really good. And of course, you know, the giant cup and handle on silver will be playing out. I absolutely have no doubt about that. So it's no doom and gloom for me. Look at that giant cup, giant handle, and it's going to play out eventually in my humble non-financial advice opinion. But technically, yeah, 100% bull market for me because we're above 31. So that has been silver. Again, I've seen a chart request. I'll get to that after gold. What we have to take into account, though, in terms of the pricing in the next couple of weeks in October is also we have to factor in the price of gold. Let's take a look at the price of gold. Gold's looking more peaky, okay? Very quickly, I'll show you, and you didn't get to see this last time, but now you can. For some reason, you weren't able to see this part of the screen on the other day when I showed you the difference in the relative strength index on the monthly time frame on gold. It's already an extremely overvalued for gold versus, take a look down here, take a look right there on silver. When I switch it over, you've got way more room to move. You've got room to move up into the extremely overvalued, extremely overbought territory for silver. So you've got much more room to move in silver before it starts to look peaky on a shorter term time frame, right? Because we're just in the normal range. We're not even in extremely overvalued. Haven't spent any time in there since August of 2020, okay? It's been a long time, right? It's been a long time right there, okay? So you've got room to move on silver versus gold. Gold's already there. So, and I'll get to the gold to silver ratio, but gee, I'll stick with gold, then I'll talk about the gold to silver ratio, and then gold versus silver. Okay, gold. Unfortunately, gold has closed the month below the mother of all trend lines. What is the mother of all trend lines, people? You know it if you're a regular subscriber. If you're not, hit the big red subscribe button to join the family to stay updated. The mother of all trend lines. 1980, 2011, and bang, right on it pretty much to a T, a little spike above. Back to the monthly, we spiked up in September, above the mother of all trend lines. Right here, we spiked to break a brand new all-time high on gold. Fantastic to see, 2,685 US dollars. Unfortunately, we did fail to close at or above the mother of all trend lines. That gives me more pause to believe that gold will not be Uptober. I think gold won't be. Now, Tony and others people who think about the BRICS announcement coming up, the BRICS meeting, etc., that could be very bullish for gold. Yeah, quite possibly. If I'm just looking on the technicals, it gives me pause to think because we closed below it, that we may not see Uptober for gold. We may see Uptober for silver, but maybe not for gold. So we might see the gold to silver ratio drop. But anyway, what are the levels that I would need to remain above? I'll pop on the weekly time frame. And it's pretty easy here. I've drawn in a slightly new uptrend line right here. It was going through these points right here. But since we made, I've just realized since we made that there, I've moved it to there to go through right there to find that support level. So now the support level for gold that you really don't want to see it close any week below is going to be at around about $2,570-ish. Okay, that would be a healthy little retrace. Okay, you break out of this area, come back to test the support, and then, hey, hopefully, this is a spike. Wouldn't you love to see the following? I'd love to. A spike down in October in the first couple of weeks, 2,580, 2,570, no lower, please. Okay, and then it fakes you out and back up above October. Okay, all October means is it ends higher than where it opened at. Okay, we don't mean shoot to the moon. And then closing October. Oh man, if you close October above the mother of all trend lines, bull, baby. Okay, and that would set up the quarter right here to be really super uber bullish. Okay, again, this is a possibility. Okay, come down to here in October, maybe 2,570. Don't close below it, and then that could set up a great move for the next quarter, which has just begun today, to be a green one. Okay, and what levels we'll be talking about if we're going higher? I'm just giving you the blue sky thinking for a minute. What levels are we talking about? As you know, my regular subscribers, we're talking about around about 2,875 to 3,000 US dollars would be the high point for me. Okay, that's on the quarterly. Bear in mind on the quarterly, we're already in extremely overvalued on the quarterly. Okay, on the monthly, as I said, already extremely overvalued on the monthly. Failed to close the month above the mother of all trend lines. On the weekly time frame, on the weekly, we've once, twice, 3 times later, right here, starting to tick over as well. And on the daily time frame, we're already back into the normal range. As I've been saying, and I won't give you a definite percentage, we're definitely going, 60%, 70%, whatever. I am going to remain a 50-50, and I know that's annoying to be the fence sitter. I just don't have enough evidence to say one way or the other. So I've got to go with what I've got to go with. So 50-50 chance whether it's October or down. Okay, I do not want to see it close below 2,570-ish kind of area. Because as I've been saying, from here, anywhere between here, where the price where we are right now, anywhere from here up to there, it's looking peaky, right? You could have that burst up to there, okay? But from here, it's looking peaky. So do not be surprised if the next few months even a downward move for gold. Okay, what would be, the opposite end of the spectrum? You all know, but I'll quickly show you. Best buy zone on gold is 2,250, anywhere down to 2,150 US dollars. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to 2,150 or even 2,250. It's still the best buy zone area for me. The other area I would look at would be the upper line in the sand of 2,470. Might be a good area of support. Okay. Yep, that's really all I'm going to say for gold. It just still looks peaky. The fact that we closed the month below, that tells me it's leaning towards more peaky, okay, from here. But anyway, from here, it's looking peaky. Can I repeat myself anymore? Probably not. However, now let's take a look at the gold to silver ratio. As I just showed you, gold is looking peaky on multiple time frames, okay? Silver, however, is not just yet. Okay, now I do know we all know where gold goes, silver tends to follow, but you can have these periods where silver can outperform gold by a lot. So let's take a look at the gold to silver ratio now. Where are we? This is the monthly time frame. Wow, okay, look at that. Technically, here's the gold to silver ratio. As you know, as this goes down, silver is outperforming gold. As this goes up, gold is outperforming silver. On the monthly, we technically, geez, I love this stuff, man. Let me look on the weekly. Oh, okay. The week. Okay, no, did we close above? Let's look on the day. Yesterday, we closed right on the line yesterday. So we closed just on the line right here. Just in silver's favor. So it has closed just in silver's favor. If you have a look on the monthly time frame, it looks like it closed within the thing, but I'll call it's in silver's favor. Okay, so we didn't close within the any metals game. We certainly didn't close above this downtrend line right here, which would signal gold's going to continue its outperformingness against silver. It's closed within the looking good for silver range. Okay, so I will say, because gold's looking peaky and because silver has got room to move to go into the extremely overvalued area, because it hasn't done so yet for quite a while, since August of 2020, I think silver will continue to outperform gold in the next at least month. Okay, so I think it might be downtober. So it's downtober for the gold to silver ratio in October. It's downtober. In my humble opinion, could be completely wrong, could just sail up from here. But that looks more likely. Again, gold peaky, silver hasn't caught up to that area just yet. So looking good. It has opened green though, but just watch out for this area right here. You don't want to see, look, interestingly, failure to close any week above the uptrend line right here. So that's good for silver, right? Spike, fail to close. Spike, fail to close above. That's good. It says silver is in control in relation to gold. Spike, fail to close above. Okay. What I would need to see is it close this line here, close that, close the week below that trend line, and then close 80.5, 80.6, and then silver will continue its run against gold. Watch out for the levels of 70. Watch out later on down the track. We're talking months and maybe a year ahead. Watch out for that 50 level. But that's my call. I will say 70% sure that October will be downtober. For the gold to silver ratio, silver will outperform gold in October. That's just my random prediction. And could I be wrong? Yes. Should you dollar cost average? Yes. Does it matter? No. Platinum. Dang. Okay, so platinum. Look, here's some good news for platinum. Good news. Oh, great news for platinum. Good news for platinum. Okay. Here's some good news. We closed above the 2008 trend line. Okay. We failed to close the smaller downtrend line that goes back to February of 2021 through there. Failure to close above. Failure to close above. Failure to close above. Failure to close above because we didn't even close above the 2008 trend line, the thick yellow line. Positive, we've closed above the thick yellow line of the 2008 trend line. Goes all the way back to 2008. That's positive. On the negative side, we did again fail to close above this trend line. So we're just in the still in the cautiously excited for me for platinum. Okay, great to see it above the 2008 trend line. Sucks to see it below the February 2021 trend line, but I will be cautiously excited for platinum. That's all you need to know, really. And on the positive side again for platinum, you had that failed breakdown. We broke down to, gee, what do you know, the very top end of my best buy zone at 900 US dollars. It was a failure to break down. Oftentimes from a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. So September was a great month for platinum technically. Opened at 924, closed at 980. Great, and you spiked up to over $1,000. Okay, that's actually a good month for platinum. So it is looking positive. I'm cautiously excited. I will get excited when we close weeks. Yeah, I'll have to say weeks. You close any week above the February 2021 trend line, and I'm getting excited for platinum. Okay, but we're not there yet. And of course, uber bullish if when we close any month above 1,115, give or take a few bucks. That's it. But looking okay for platinum. I'm cautiously excited. That's gold, silver, platinum, gold to silver ratio. I'll tie it up with some loose ends. I'll tie up all the loose ends. So, tying up all the loose ends. What did I say? Great to see silver above 31 US dollars. Preferably just higher. That would have been nice. I'm 50-50 whether we see October on either gold or silver. I'm more confident that silver will outperform gold in October and in the next quarter. I'll say the next quarter. I'm confident that silver will outperform gold in the next quarter, I think, at this stage, while we're below that particular trend line that I showed you. So again, while both gold could be going down and silver could be going following it, one may be going further down than the other. That's why I think silver will outperform gold. That's it. But whether it's October for silver, I'm 50-50 on that. Just because we did close above, it was just that tiny little bit too. Okay. Let's get your final comments on that, and then we will take the chart requests. Come on, do I have to set it like that for better lighting? There we go. And I have a chart request. I think it was for SilJ, I believe. Let's get your requests in. Great to see so many people. Hit the like button, etc. Desi says, speaking of Yankee stacking, I love watching Yankee stacking videos, especially when he's with Tim at his local coin shop. Yeah, they're great. They're great. What a, man, great concept. Really good concept. That is, those local coin shop guy. And coming from giving props to Yankee from a social media content creator, as you know what I've done for Bullion Now and all those others. That's a great concept. Speaking to your local coin guy, and that guy being willing to do it. Obviously, there's going to be some partnership, I'd imagine now, some kind of big collab, or that there's probably helping each other out. But great concept. So good on Yankee for doing that concept, because it's working really well. I love watching Tim. He's as honest as the day is long. Yes. Will we see his face? You will not see Yankee's face. Nope. He remains anonymous, and good on him for doing so for, OPSEC reasons, operational security reasons. 40% gold-backed unit is what you believe will happen with the BRICS thing. Hence, the BRICS countries hoarding gold since 2008, all part of the plan. Wink, wink, says Tony. Yes, hit the like, people. I suspect spot gold will be given its reins to run sometime after the Kazuma meeting. Well, we shall see, Tony Peterson. Tony, don't you think that the non-BRICS members would manipulate gold price to try and get BRICS currency to fail? I could see that too. You see, not sure how it would be in their best interests to try. More tensions in the Middle East? Yes, true. World reserve currency change or war or both will propel gold. Yeah. BRICS won't fail, in my opinion. BRICS for the win. That's a big call, Tony. We shall hold you to it. Although you were right about the $48 Australian silver level by October. If you don't know what I'm talking about, me and Tony made a bet live on air that she thought silver would hit 48 Australian dollars by October this year. This was like a couple of months ago, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think so. About a week later, I think it's when we had this move up in silver to over to 48 Australian dollars. So she won the bet. And she she sent me the silver coin. Crazy. Love you. Love your work, Tony. Let's see. Final comments, then we'll take a chart request and we'll get out of here, I think. Let's see. Living Adamant says, remember when I said I'll be excited when silver is $33? Still not there yet. You did say that. Okay. For me, I'm going to stick with my 31 guns because I don't want to be that guy who's wishy-washy and changey. Okay. I think that paper bag caricature when I picture Yankee. All right, people. Let's take a chart request. I think someone asked for Silj. Let's have a look. That would be the junior silver miners thing. Let's see. Someone said Silj. Where is it? Who asked for Silj? Let me find it very quickly. Cup and handle, blah, blah, blah. Ah, we're talking about uranium. Oh, no, Lance may have gotten in first. USX. I think I did UXC before. Let's see. Mark Florida says on the thing that we talked about earlier about the incumbent visiting the area of the devastation, not for the peons, no, had more important things to do, like campaigning. Can you imagine the person on the other side not doing that? Can you imagine? Oh, I'm campaigning, but the big disaster, and then I'm not going to go? No, he would go. If he was the incumbent, he'd damn well go, even if he was campaigning. Anyway, Lance has asked for a chart for UXC, uranium futures on the COMEX. Uranium. I do like uranium. I'm not backing uranium. And Mark Florida asked for Silj, curious on your take. Technically, Lance got in front of you, Mark, so I am going to look at UXC, uranium futures on the COMEX. Time code, here is a chart request for UXC. It's uranium futures on the COMEX, as requested by Lance. Lance got in first, and I'm happy to do it. Let's share the screen. Of course, hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. Get a warm and fuzzy feeling when you do. Super chats are open, by the way. Super chats, I got enabled for super chats like a month ago, or no, only like 2 weeks ago, something, after I hit over a certain amount of subscribers and whatever. So super chats are open. Let's do this chart request. Okay, UXC on the COMEX. UXC. So now I do know a little bit about uranium, and I am personally, excuse me, where's my ad? Oh, have I got it up? There we go. Let's go. UX1? Is UX1 UXC? Do I already have it? Let me try that again. Give me 1 second. Do I already have it as a thing? I maybe do. Let's see. UX1 or UXC. UXC. So I already have this as a chart, but I've only looked at it. I don't think I've ever actually done some proper charting of it. So this is already in my watch list because I have been watching. I've actually been in uranium for a little bit, and then I got out of uranium, and I will get back in because I think fundamentally. So let's talk about the fundamentals for a second. Normally I'll just talk about technicals. Let's talk about fundamentals. Uranium, nuclear power. Very bullish on nuclear power. Many countries are opening up their nuclear power things again. They're re-upping or restarting old nuclear programs. They're talking about the SMRs, the small modular reactors. Gen 4 nuclear can't melt down. Gen 3 nuclear, which has been around for decades, has never melted down, never had an issue. Okay, all those ones. Chernobyl was generation 1. Fukushima was generation 2 nuclear reactor. All the nuclear reactors in France, all those new ones that are around that have never had a problem are generation 3. However, they have the possibility of melting down. They just haven't. Generation 4 nuclear reactors, these small modular reactors that are either thorium-based or sodium-based or all those ones, can't melt down at all. It's not a thing. They just automatically turn off. The power turns off. Chernobyl can't happen again. It can't happen again with new nuclear reactors, okay? So that risk is out. It's gone, okay? So many people are trying to remove trying to get the regulations removed so that new nuclear can have its time in the sun. Okay, and I think it will. If you're positive, if you're bullish on nuclear, then you've got to be bullish on uranium because it needs it. A lot of it. Well, not all of it, but a lot of it needs uranium. Okay, so here is uranium. However, we've got to look. Uranium futures, 308 futures on this is the monthly time frame. I'll even take it to the quarterly. Okay. All right, I'll go back to the monthly for a second. This is the monthly uranium futures. Okay. What do we notice? First off, we've got the highs, and this is going back. Now, bear in mind, this futures one only goes back to 2008. Okay, so I don't have uranium historically going way, way back. Okay, so we're only taking it from here. I wish I had a more historical chart. That would be good to see. The longer time frame you have, the more you can see patterns. Cool. But let's just take this and this. We'll do some Fibonacci. Does that line up with anything? Let's do that. Does that line up? Yeah, kind of, sort of ish. You've got the high there of, what's that? The high of 147, 150, call it even. You've got the low of $16, $17 in 2016. You have a bit of a support area there, I could say. Yeah, you could say that, call that support-ish around the 0.236 at 48. Support there, yeah, you could say there. And actually, yeah, out of interest, maybe you could call that a little support area there at the 50, at the 0.5, the halfway mark, at the 50 mark, the 0.5 mark right there. That's an area of support. Has broken down, however, in the last couple of months, and now we're below that key Fibonacci. Okay. All right. On the monthly RSI, we are in extremely overvalued. We've been in extremely overvalued on the monthly RSI down here. Take a look below, and we have ticked below, and we've even broken support. Okay. You've broken support here. You broke this kind of trend. You can see that kind of trend line there. That got broken. Okay, so that's broken. Not great. Not great. Okay. You have this support level here yet to be tested on the relative strength index. So maybe watch out for that. That's where you'd want to see it find support at, probably no lower than there at whatever that level is, 53.45, whatever, on the monthly time frame. Okay, you would want to see that bounce and head back up to say that this particular uranium futures thing is looking positive. Okay, so far though, let's take it out to the quarterly. Now on the quarterly time frame, we have been, God, can you imagine? Down here, look at this. You can't even see it. It's off the chart. You can't see it. I'm going to move this up and show you this. Now you can see that. This is the relative strength index on the quarterly time frame, going all the way back to, well, kind of reliable at around about 2011. The most extremely undervalued, it looks like it was here, but then you even had that low down here. Okay. So getting in around here was good. Getting around here obviously was good. And we've gone through the entire range. And now we've been in extremely overvalued for uranium futures on the quarterly time frame. Okay. You are back down. But having said that, you could bounce from here and head back into extremely overvalued. I just want to take note of where we are. So you had a big run. You've had a big run. We're currently below this 50 point here at 82.35, whatever that is. In order for me to be confident that we can continue to see higher prices, I need it to at least close a month, at least a month, back above. Okay, close back above. What I would be getting excited. All right, here's my getting excited line. Here's my, no, I'll call it final hurdle line. All right, I'm going to put this right here. For the UX futures, I'm going to put in a horizontal line. Boom, boom. Getting excited. Monthly. Don't you love the silence? Monthly of my tapping. Getting excited, close monthly. I always put close monthly. Cool. Getting excited, close monthly is, we're kind of close to it right now at that 82. You close back above there. Okay, I'm getting, Hang on, hang on, hang on. Nope, sorry. Nope, they're right there. That's what I have to do. I have to do it as my 0.618. Sorry, gang. That's my getting excited line at 97.7. I'll be getting excited for uranium again once we're above 97.7 roughly. And as you know, I've got to stick with my guns here. And there. I'll get excited for uranium on the longer term, okay? If we close any month above the 0.786 level of 120 right there. So that's called final hurdle. Close monthly. That's it. That's what I am. So for the moment, it's not looking great. I got to say, it's not looking great on the monthly time frame. On the weekly, though, on the weekly, we're already back down into, excuse me, you might not be able to see that. We're back down into the general range here of between 30 and 70. We have yet to spend any time in extremely undervalued for uranium futures on the weekly time frame. We haven't done that since May of 2019. So it's due for a move down. Okay, I'm going to say I'm more bearish on uranium in the shorter term. I know for the futures, that is. On the daily time frame, well, look, on the daily, you've got room to move up. We haven't gone into extremely overvalued for a little bit, so you can have a room to move up. Okay. On the monthly, though, it doesn't look great, okay, because we're below this trend line right there, and we're trending down. We've already been extremely overvalued. So I love uranium in the longer term. I'm bullish on it for the fundamentals because I think nuclear will do very, very well, unless something like fusion randomly comes into play and just knocks nuclear on its butt. But I'm positive on the fundamentals of uranium and for nuclear in particular. But the technicals don't look great. I really needed to see it hold above, yeah, I'll call it that spike right there. So don't close below, I would call it 72. So don't close below. Don't close below here, please. Okay, I'll leave it at around about, nope, sorry, it's right there. I've got to stick with my Fibonacci's. Thanks for your patience, people. Don't close below the 0.382 at 67. All right, don't close below here, not great. Getting excited above here, final hurdle above there, and that would signal if you start closing months above 120 on this uranium futures thing, then I would say getting excited to break the all-time high. And then, out of interest, our higher points, when we do get there, first level 227, second level 356, maybe up to here at over 500. Okay, so those, this would be the profit-taking area for me. I always like between the 1.618 and the 2.618 is a good profit-taking area. Okay, let me pop that in. Profit-taking area. And that's it. That's my call. I don't like the fact that it's broken, that monthly structure right there. And we've been extremely overvalued already. Okay, it'll prove me wrong if it gets above these lines. So if you want, you are welcome. I'll get rid of that. You are welcome to go back on the replay and take a screenshot of this and keep it for your future reference. And hey, keep it for your future reference because let's see what happens, if these become areas of resistance or support, and that will help to prove that I'm not too bad at what I do. So let's see. So that's been your chart request. I will not do a second chart request because we are at the 1 hour mark and I have to go final comments. And then we shall get out of here. Sorry, Mark, Florida. I'll do Can you remind me about SILJ for tomorrow? That'd be great. Uranium power plants would have to be, uranium power plants would have to be a better coat-effective option than green energy, though. Yeah, I agree. Cost-effective. There you go. It's way, way better cost-effective. Many people go, well, it's so expensive to start. Yes, it's so expensive to start. But then once it's starting and it's going, it's basically almost free energy. So your costs go down very quickly over time. It is the cheapest and greenest form of energy production, nuclear technology. Let's see, final comments, then we shall leave. No, I think that's probably a bit. You may be just talking to each other, and that's okay. All right, people. Yep, all right, I'm going to leave it at that, my lovely people, and I'll get rid of the one. All right, that has been Good Morning Stackers for Tuesday, the 1st of October, 2024. Of course, we got to dance it out. Am I on mute? Now I'm on mute. There we go. That's been Good Morning Stackers.
Good morning, Stackers. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Hang on. Nope. Hang on. Didn't do it. 1 second. It's not the end. Hang on a second. Just got to quickly mention them because I failed, because I didn't do it before. Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. My favorite place to buy physical bullion. Go there right now. Free shipping when you buy over certain amounts. They are the absolute greatest for physical bullion. Wealthstack.com. The website is in maintenance, but go check it out for the moment. Sign up for an account. iPhone, Android, save, invest, and transact in physical gold, real physical gold held for you. It's an unallocated gold program. A debit card is coming. They're going to have silver. They're going to have platinum. A lot of great stuff coming. Go to Wealthstack, download the app, check it out, and you'll find it's an amazing program. Spot plus 1% to buy gold. It's crazy good. That is my quick brand partner thing. And now we shall do the dancing out.
Good morning, Stack. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Oh, you're about to get it, Desi.
It's podcast time.
All right, grab your.
Beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized.
Let's do the final.
Now we're on the move.
Just for Desi. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. See you tomorrow.